This is a video about disclosure, credibility, and integrity. Some disclosures from me first of all then. This channel is not monetized. I have no control over any advertising you might see on the channel, and I make no money from any ads. I don't know the people who own the other channels I mention. I've never met any of them or interacted with them except to comment on a video I've watched. I know nothing about any arrangements, financial or other, that these content makers have with the car manufacturers whose vehicles they test and comment on. The pictures in this video are from car and bike sales websites and are not an endorsement or criticism of a brand or model or manufacturer. They are for illustrative purposes only. I do not mean to question any person's integrity in this video, merely to raise some issues for discussion. With all that said, let's get to the main point of this video. I watch a lot of car videos on YouTube. I watch them for entertainment purposes, but also for research into new trends in motoring, keeping up with the latest models and the tech they offer, and I tell myself that one day when I might buy a new car, I'll have done lots of research and be well informed. Some channels I watch regularly included Car Source, The Right Car, Ludicrous Feed, Chasing Cars, Car Expert, The Electric Viking, Car Sales, Cars Guide, Drive, Auto Expert, all of which are Australian channels, and some channels based in the UK. The presenters have only their credibility and their integrity as a means of attracting and keeping viewers whilst producing videos people want to watch and use as a guide when purchasing a new car. They obtain and keep their credibility by producing unbiased reviews that tell the viewers what the reviewer thought of the car. What are its good points? What are the not so good points? How does it perform on the open road in real-world driving? How safe is it? How much energy does it use? Is it comfortable to drive? How does the screen compare with other cars the reviewer has driven? Are there any issues with the driver warning and alert systems, and so on? The presenters build credibility by reviewing and reporting on cars over a period of time. Their integrity is presumed and maintained providing they are honest with their viewers about any and all financial arrangements they have with sponsors or car manufacturers. As I stated earlier, I know nothing about these arrangements except in the case of Ludicrous Feed, who has disclosed the full terms of a long-term loan agreement he has with Geely for the use and review of an Xpeng G6. That brings me to a program on the ABC, the public broadcaster in Australia. The program is called Media Watch. It runs for about 15 minutes and focuses on how the media, radio, TV, and print and news websites has handled the issues of the week. In its most recent program on Monday, the 7th of July, it devoted a segment to issues related to two motoring journalists, a car manufacturer and its Australian agent. This is not a name and shame video, so I won't name any of those involved. The manufacturer and their Australian agent contacted the two motoring riders separately in October and November of 2024 with an offer to take one of their cars into a rugged area and put it through its paces. This is a fairly normal arrangement in the motoring world. Further, the maker and its agent offered to pay the expenses of getting the crew and equipment the riders needed to test the cars to the location. Again, this seems to be normal practice in the world of motoring journalism. None of this was disclosed to the viewers of any video content that was produced, nor was it included in any article about the car. What happened next was that the manufacturer and its agent approached both riders with an offer seeking exclusive use of all video and images created as part of the tests so that the videos and images could be used in the maker's own advertising and promotional material. The journalists agreed and a fee was paid. This was not disclosed in any video the journalists made or added to their own channel or to any other publisher, either of video content or print content. The viewers nor readers of the reports about this car knew nothing of this arrangement. That is not to suggest that the opinions offered by the journalists were not their honest, unbiased view, or that the vehicle is anything other than what they said it was in their reviews, only to state that a viewer or reader is entitled to know about such an arrangement, and can factor that into the value they place on the review. The journalists are freelancers who are free to choose who they work for and the fee they charge to move themselves, their crew and equipment to a location. I am not trying to police how they earn their living or who they work for, simply to say that in the case of money being paid for content, the audience has a right to know. The manufacturer and its agent assert that there was no attempt to influence the content or the views expressed by the riders. It was a simple transaction for the finished work. That may be so, but the audience is entitled to know about such a transaction. I mentioned earlier Ludicrous Feed, who creates content about EVs. He has been given an Xpeng G6 on a long-term loan, and his most recent video, as of the date of this video, July 11, 2025, which will be linked in the description, explains the terms and conditions of the loan, including any financial or assistance in kind that has been provided. He says none has, and he is free to say what he wants about the car. Some content makers will include a full financial statement in the video description, but in my view this is inadequate because I suspect many viewers don't read those. They see the video title, see it is a new model, and watch the video. Perhaps they read the comments before adding their own. I suggest that the reviewer begin the video with a disclosure similar to the one at the beginning of this video. The presenter might say something like, "This is name and model of the car, provided to me by name of maker or their agent. 4. How long has the reviewer had the car for?" The presenter should then state any conditions that have been placed on them that might influence what they might say about the car. It would take about as long as it took me at the start of this video. It is common in the world of motoring journalism to invite journalists or reviewers to media events for the launch of new models, or to motoring events such as motor shows. It is common for the manufacturer to pay the expenses such as travel, accommodation, and food. Again, the viewers or readers have a right to know. The presenter can disclose at the beginning of the video that they are at name of the event, as a guest of name of company who is paying the expenses. In the case of an article in a magazine, the same disclosure can be added in a footnote at the end of the article in the same font and size as the text in the article. Some readers and viewers might not care, but it is, at least in my mind, the duty of the presenter, content maker, or writer to disclose all commercial arrangements, be they cash or kind, that have been made between any parties prior to the review being published in any form. Again, I do not suggest that the two writers involved did anything illegal or that they did not offer an honest opinion, only that consumers of the content created are entitled to know who is paying and for what. I do not suggest anything untoward has or is occurring.